feel like to be the face of a country.
Rodriguez is doing a good job with his jab.
He's unloading, hoping.
Better be ready to fight a hard 2 rounds tonight.
Big left hand by Duno.
Here's the problem. Rodriguez can catch it.
Boom!
Oh my goodness. Makes him open for big right hands. Maybe Duno can make he can turn spots, letting his hands go here and there. And they're hard punchings that Duno needs to do.
The more Duno gets hit. Oh, and Duno! Another straight left. And Rodriguez to catch Rodriguez. So far, wow.
And he's doing a great job. Ooh, and was that
Isang mahigpit na laban ang ginanap sa Fantasy Spring, California, USA. At ito nga po ay ang laban sa pagitan ng ating pambato na si Romero Duno kontra sa Mexican fighter na si Juan Antonio Rodriguez para sa bakanting WBO, NABO lightweight title. Hindi nga po basta-basta itong makakatapat ng ating bida. 2 buwan bago ang kanilang laban ay isa sa ating kababayang Pinoy ang nakalasap ng bagsik ng kamao nitong si Rodriguez. Na-upset nga po nito ang newly ranked number 2 contender sa lightweight division na si Mercito Gesta.
And I was just saying, I like Gesta's head movement. I like the way he slips punches. He gets clipped right to the temple. It has affected his equilibrium. And in a round that he was winning, he now loses.
Referee telling Gesta, he stopped the fight!
What?
He stopped the fight!
Isa nga po itong napakalaking panalo para kay Rodriguez. At ibinida pa nitong ang panalo niya sa Pinoy ay isang napakadaling laban lamang. Easy fight lang daw sa kanyang mga Pinoy. Kaya naman, nang maikasang laban nito sa isa pang Pinoy, ay lumaki ang paniniwala nitong Mexicano na ang siguradong panalo niya kay Duno ay ang magbibigay katuparan sa kanyang mga pangarap na mapalaban sa isang world title fight. Subalit ang hindi niya alam na ang Pinoy na inaakala niyang magiging madaling laban ay ang magiging bangungot at wawasak sa kanyang magandang plano in the future. Kaya let's go. Panoorin po natin ang napakagandang laban. Simulan natin sa round 1.
And the fighters off. And the traditions of their Villa, who's a flyweight champion, Seferino Garcia, held a version of the middleweight title. These guys were very popular fighters because they were all action.
Let's bring in Beto Duran. Beto, what do you got?
And this fight was made. Matchmaker was watching that fight online, and he called the manager of Mosul. He called Bata fight. Duno has a lot of power. I don't know if you can hang with him power-wise. The faith in me, give me him. Somebody's got to go down. I'm going to knock him down. He was upset because his managers didn't feel like he should take this fight.
That's exactly right. He said, quote, "Some gonna be me."
See, that's that pride that I was talking about.
Big punch.
Yeah, I was about to say, they're exchanging heavy level. You know, and I think that when you're fighting Duno, you try to control the distance and move around him. You take the fight right to him, you can walk into that power.
You know, this training camp, Duno started in the Philippines. Last 2 months, he trained here in California at the Wildcard Gym.
Filipino prospects just naturally gravitate to because that's where the legend of Manny Pacquiao was forged.
Born, that's right. He says he's inspired by her every single day.
That's motivation.
You know, we saw King Ryan Garcia here earlier tonight. He has a new child as well, and I was talking to him about it, and he said, man, my workouts are so focused now because I understand my singular focus and who I have to take care of. It's really amazing that
that money just doesn't go to them anymore.
I know that's right. First round scheduled for 10 here in our main event in Indio. Welcome back, round number 2. Beto, Dougie, the coach, here on Thursday Night Fights, Golden Boy and the Zone. Thanks for watching us around the world.
You know, it's very dangerous early. You don't want to give him any confidence.
Duno, big right hands.
Duno's body shots are heavy. veteran, somebody who's got some miles on that odometer. Rosito Hesta.
Beto, you got something else for us?
Kumusta Online on Sunday is going to be shown on national TV around the entire country, all the provinces. Duno is becoming a big deal in the Philippines, and everybody is tuning in. So if you start getting a bunch of followers for
The fight was nationally televised, did great ratings.
I can't even imagine what it must feel like to be the face of a country, the face of a culture, and also, wow, also the pressure that must come with that as well.
That's a lot of pressure for a 23-year-old.
If you're watching us right now from the Philippines, send us a tweet. Let us know. Say what's up. Rodriguez takes a body shot from Duno.
This is a very even round. Rodriguez is giving as good as he's taking, but the harder shots are being landed by Duno.
Yeah, Rodriguez is just standing right there going nowhere, and now Duno is really missing big with a lot of his shots.
And he's getting a little bit wild. He punches down the pike is Rodriguez.
No doubt. Inside 30 seconds.
Rodriguez is doing a good job with his jab.
Boy, Duno is just unloading, hoping to connect.
The eye-catching shots, the power punch is being landed by Duno.
Boy, he is not holding back. Round number 2 in the books. Thursday night fights. Golden Boy to zone round 3. Thank you. And these two, Rodriguez.
His shots, the proof of it is on the face of Duno. You can see some redness around his eyes.
A little bit calmer start here to the third round than we've had in the first.
Well, if Duno got any wilder than he was in the previous round, he'd really be opening himself up to getting clipped with a power shot. We have to remember, a more experienced fighter in there, he can punch himself. He's got more knockouts than Duno has fights.
Well, you don't beat Hesta by a fluke. He controlled that throughout and holding his own here tonight.
Yeah, that's a very good point. And you can understand why Rodriguez is not intimidated by Duno or the prospect's power punching reputation, because in Rosito Hesta he was facing a
Big shot by Rodriguez.
Yeah, in Hesta he was facing an experienced fighter, somebody who's world class, and he knocked him out. So he's fighting a kid right now who's not yet world class.
And right now Rodriguez has landed 2 or 3 really good shots on Duno.
Duno landed a right hand off the ropes and another right hand, but he's losing his footing. One thing that's lacking from Duno is a jab, and that's one thing that Rodriguez is doing very well. He's setting his power up, those body shots with that southpaw jab.
Oh, Duno is taking some big-time shots here in this third round.
Yeah, this third round belongs to Rodriguez so far.
I am not sure if Duno thought that this would happen to him, but mentally he had to see what happened to Hesta and say, listen, this is going to be a fight.
Listen, he would have been a fool to underestimate Rodriguez.
Another big left hand by Rodriguez. Just measuring now, big right from Duno.
So not only are the skills of Duno being tested in this fight, but his character is being tested.
10 seconds, 10 seconds. Stop at the mouth, guys. Stop it.
All right, you just described torture to me.
You know what, though? With his experience, he's been through stuff like that. He's been through, he was a former world title holder at 130 pounds. He traveled to Panama to fight Corrales in his home country when he faced Billy Dibb and everything that comes with that.
We'll travel, we'll fight. All right, let's take a look after that big right hand at Dougie Doug's scorecard. Right now you got Duno up by just a point.
Eye-catching shots, but really the more consistent fighter, offensively speaking, in those opening 2 rounds was Rodriguez.
Power punches in round 3 look like this. A lot have been thrown.
Yeah. Rodriguez is the busier of the two, and he's landing a lot. Duno landing at a slight higher connect rate.
Remember, Duno has gone 10 full rounds just once.
He better be ready to fight a hard 2 rounds tonight.
Big left hand by Duno. Catches Rodriguez.
Here's the problem. Rodriguez can catch. He's got a good chin.
He's got a great chin. And boom!
Oh, my goodness.
Now Duno is connecting on Rodriguez.
Duno might be wise to go to the body. He's landing to the head, and he's busted. He's busting up Rodriguez to his eyes. There's a bad cut on
it now. And he has blood just streaming down the left side of his face.
That's a bad cut. I wonder if it was from a punch or from a headbutt.
Inside of him.
Okay, they were throwing down.
They were throwing big time.
That was just pure slugging right there.
If it turns into a slugfest, who does it benefit?
I think it benefits the veteran. I think it benefits Rodriguez. He's used to fighting hard fights. He's used to fighting. If that cut becomes a factor, who knows?
Big left hand.
Yeah, if that blood impairs the vision of Rodriguez's left eye, makes him open for big right hands, maybe Duno can turn this fight around.
And Rodriguez straight left, center right. All right, here we go. Respect, round number 5. California, Conifer, Golden Boy, our home away from home. Just 2 hours straight east of downtown Los Angeles. Body shots by Duno.
Yeah, Duno starting off dialed in. He was working his jab, aiming punches to the midsection, landing shots as he was backing away. Some of Duno's body shots were straying below the belt line. He hasn't been warned for that yet by referee Raul Cais Sr.
Boy, with every round that passes, Rodriguez, good combination. Duno continues to...
You can hear these shots. Terrific leverage on the punches from both fighters.
Total punches so far looks like this. Pretty much even. Landed, not so much.
I think Rodriguez is better with the combinations when they're in close. He mixes the body and head punches very well.
And now Duno is taking some punishment, courtesy Rodriguez. These punches are power punches.
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah, you wonder.
All right, this is what you call a battle of attrition.
Rodriguez continues how tough somebody is till they hit you in the chin. I think Duno understands.
His hands go more. He's basically working for the 3 minutes of the round, whereas the Filipino fighter, which is the better athlete, is getting off in flamboyant spots, letting his hands go here and there. And they're hard punches, and they're flashy, and they're attention grabbing. Maybe the guy doing more damage is the Mexican fighter.
All right, we are officially halfway.
I'd be telling Duno to get his jab going and to come forward. Duno is at his best when he's coming forward. He can fight. I don't think he's as effective when he's trying to evade the fight.
Duno has just one blemish on his record, 19 wins in 20 professional fights.
Duno can box a little bit, but his mentality is that of a puncher.
And his last fight, February 9th, 3 months ago, down in the Philippines, won by a second round knockout. Local Deep Donda.
Yeah, dude from India. He's had like a 7-1 record. Have you seen that knockout?
Yes.
It was chilling. It was frightening. You gotta have a good chin. I use the word
devastating.
Yes, yeah, it was. I think one of the. I don't blame him.
I guess
it was that kind of knockout.
If it's my last,
that would be kind of fun.
It would be. And now Rodriguez again connecting on Duno. Another good round for Rodriguez.
Rodriguez wisely going to the body. I think that's one of the things that Duno needs to do.
The more Duno gets hit, the wilder his...
I've scored the last 3 rounds for Rodriguez. Rodriguez is hurting Duno now. Snapping the head back with those straight lefts.
I think he's tired. I think he's surprised.
Yes.
And Duno takes another straight left. And Rodriguez. Are we going to have 2 upsets in 2 months?
Yeah, maybe Rodriguez can go to his manager and say, see,
How tough I am. Well, Rodriguez, you're doing exactly that.
man, but he's a really good technician. He's got underrated boxing craft.
I am incredibly impressed by Mr. Rodriguez. And he is certainly, as that Rodriguez has been able to control the pace of this fight.
No, because he's that kind of fighter. He's consistent. He works 3 minutes of the round. That's how he wears guys down. He doesn't have one-punch knockout power. I am a little bit surprised that he's taken the best shots at Duno as well as he has, both to the head and the body. Because Duno did come out firing.
Boy, Duno's head down and diving in, hoping to catch Rodriguez, and instead Duno continues to get caught.
And Duno's defense has dwindled. It's been diminishing technique every round. I would say starting with round 3. When Rodriguez really started to put it on him, body and head.
Duno's really starting to take some rather serious punishment.
And here's the thing, with Rodriguez, you can't take a break. You can't just get off in spurts. You can't just fight in spots. You got to be dialed in and focused 3 minutes of the round because he just keeps working, and he's not just throwing punches. He's working behind a jab, and he's placing his punches, and he has correct glove placement. He's keeping his hands held high where he can block punches, and he's got underrated defense too. He'll kind of duck, slip some punches every now and then.
We talk about building your resume, building your career, wanting to work towards those big fights. Well, the one thing to have is an off night. You don't look impressive. You certainly can't have 2 of them.
Duno did that on purpose. Like he was looking to bail himself out, catch a breather by landing an illegal blow.
What do you think?
I don't know. I just think he's dead. I mean, technique is falling off, so punches that he's aiming for the midsection are just straying a little bit low because he's looping them more. I agree with you.
Boy, such wild right hands from Duno. I'll say this, though, if he does land one of those. So far, wow, you can hear the mitts. How hard these punches are being thrown.
A true puncher can turn a fight at any minute. He's a true puncher. He lands the right punch at the right time at the right spot. He can end a fight or score a knockdown or at least really hurt his opponent, but that hasn't happened yet.
It feels like to me, right now, Rodriguez is winning this fight.
Back on his heels.
All right, we'll see what Duno does. Plenty of respect as these two have gone through an absolute war thus far. Crossing the top of the hour. Fantasy Springs Resort and Casino. A beautiful evening for Thursday night fights here in the desert. And what 3 fights we've had thus far.
Yeah, we had a first round knockout. We had a 10-round war that could have gone either way. And we're watching a slugfest right now in the main event.
Put out the window just a little bit.
Yeah, they're mixing it up.
Last round, the power punches that become in this slugfest.
Rodriguez is throwing more and he's landing more at a 46% connect rate, and that's why he's winning these rounds on my scorecard. I've got Rodriguez winning from the 3rd round through to the 7th round.
I would agree with that.
And I think round 5 was close. Duno like the momentum right now. The man with the mojo is Mozo.
Have you been sitting on that one all night?
I've been looking at his trunks, Mozo. I kind of like that nickname. I have no idea what it means, but I like it. It's catchy.
right, Beto, you know every.
Mozo, and everybody just calls him El Mozo. And Doug, one wrinkle in Mozo's corner is Marcos Caballero is working cuts, and he's also giving instructions to follow their former IBF World Champion, Randy Caballero.
See, we knew Beto knew everything.
He does know everything, and Mr. Caballero is an excellent cornerman. And he's doing a great job. Ooh, and was that another low blow?
Well, I think it was a body shot. And, well, they're calling it a knockdown.
He's got to get up.
And Rodriguez gets up at 9. Okay, they're calling that a knockdown.
I think maybe Rodriguez thought that it was a low blow.
Big right hand from Duno. He wants to finish this right now.
And he's got to suck it up. There's another borderline shot from Duno. Duno's got to be careful with that, but it's wise to go back to the body because that would be hurt.
Right
Rodriguez.
back. You're exactly right. 15 seconds. Survive this 8th round.
Oh, what a left hand from Rodriguez.
This guy is so tough. They have checked the eye. Rodriguez will continue. Round number 9.
That eye does look nasty, but I think Mr. Caballero's done a good job controlling the flow of blood.
Oh, good straight left hand by Rodriguez.
Rodriguez is fighting with a sense of urgency now. That left eye is getting worse, and he was hurt to the body in that previous round.
Oh, Duno with that combo. Loop battle.
Terrific fight, and Duno showing us his warrior's heart, his spirit, his character, as he was losing the fight. Rodriguez could turn a fight at any time, and he did it with the body shot. And now he's in there swinging away. And these guys are going tit for tat here in the 9th round. That was a slip. Rodriguez is tired though now. Look at his face.
He's tired. I believe he's got another cut
under the left eye.
Under the right eye.
Wow.
And
look at that face. He's feeling like an old 31.
Oh, they're calling it.
He's done?
They're calling it. Wow. Wow. That is the corner of Rodriguez.
They have to be disappointed.
They can't believe it.
Dramatic stuff, though. And, you know, I had Rodriguez ahead, even with that knockdown round in round 8.
At about 86-83 for your winner by split decision and the new NABO lightweight champion, ladies and gentlemen, from General Santos City in the Philippines,
Thoughts, Doug?
He had to really gut that one out. I thought that Rodriguez was ahead, but as I told you, there were some rounds that were close because of the power punching of Duno.